When I was younger, maybe 9 or 10 years ago, it seemed the gaming industry was absolutely obsessed with being innovative and unique. In fact, in retrospect, it's been this way since the very start of gaming. The mess of controller design that was the Atari and Intellivision era makes that perfectly clear. Later, you had attempts at bringing the headache-inducing stereoscopic 3D to your home's television set, and later with things like an 8-processor console with the Sega Saturn, VR that also caused headaches, the Virtual Boy, and finally rounding off the late 90s and early 2000s with the N-Gage, a cell phone that looks like a taco and barely runs Tomb Raider. Today we have in recent memory innovative products like the Ouya, the Steam controller, and most recently Google Stadia. Many and even all these examples are extremely forward-thinking, or at the very least, unique. An excess of controller face buttons in the past is mirrored in a way with gaming mice that have macro keys on its side. VR has finally made its push into the realm of not just feasibility, but popularity as well. And as for video game streaming, well, Stadia would do well if we wait another 5 to 10 years or so for that launch. While I'm simply talking about the wider scope of gaming products and services in general, this phenomenon is very easy to see in game design as well. Remember the Kinect line of games, or motion-controlled Zelda games? Remember Heavy Rain? Remember Star Fox Zero? These are all very, unique, for sure. Innovative. Well, innovation requires the idea to be adopted by a greater whole of the industry, and last time I checked, nobody's wanting to copy the dual-screen action of the 7th or 8th best Star Fox game, depending on who you ask. Neither were they wanting to try to make a movie? With the majority of FMV games, these are all just not remembered very fondly, and if they are, not for the right reasons. Often this is due to poor execution, which I have discussed here before, or simply bad timing. I even like Star Fox Zero, but even I recognize that the game is a lazy rehash of the first game, and again would be so much better if they didn't bet the entire family on this innovative and fresh new system. I think the biggest culprit in this innovation conundrum is us seeing a particular idea in a light that makes it seem to us that it's something that will just change the whole game, that will disrupt the industry. And they simply just try to push that one experimental idea. Without a solid foundation to build it upon, sometimes making something unique and fresh isn't always the best idea, especially if it hijacks all other aspects of a game's development and design, because sometimes it just comes out real flat, and then you end up with something like Boyhood.
Boyhood, it took 12 years to make.